morning. It is Monday, June 26th, 2023, and it's time for a reality check. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizabeth, and I am living in the light by documenting my weight loss journey, and I'm using Optavia's 5-in-1 program. Each week since nearly the beginning of my journey, and this is the end of week 53, I have come on and I have recorded what I call a reality check, where I let you know how I'm doing as far as weight loss and inches go. And I also share with you some things that I'm learning along the way, as I am not only transforming my body, but I'm also working to transform my whole mindset around food and around life in general. So I like to be able to share those things as well. Before I share with you how I did this last week though, could I invite you to please scroll down just a little bit, give this video a thumbs up. If you don't already know, my love language is words of affirmation. I love to have that little bit of encouragement when somebody just says, hey, I like this video. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I post reality checks almost every week. I also share lots of healthy recipes. If you're following Optavia 5-in-1, I also do fueling transformations. They're not hacks because I only use water, but I do also do those as well. And some videos that are specifically related to Optavia, and some that are just how to live a healthier life, how to lose weight, how to transform your mind, and just live a healthier life. So that's what I like to share in these videos. This last week has just been a normal week. I have worked some extra hours. It has been a hot summer week, and I am so thankful for air conditioning. I hate summer. I just do not like to be hot. I don't like to be outside, and when it is hot and steamy in the south like it is here, it is no fun. So I am not an outdoor girl in the summer. I love it. I love spring. I love fall, which is my favorite season. I love winter. When we get snow, I don't mind being cold because you can put layers and layers and layers on to get warm, but you cannot take off enough when it is hot outside and be decent. So I just am not a fan of summer. So it's been a hot, steamy week. I've been inside. It is just a normal week for me, and therefore, nothing unusual, nothing stood in the way of my program. I just kept on going the way I have been going. And so let me show you how I did this week. So I lost 1 pound and 2.5 inches. That is really great. Most weeks I lose more weight than I do inches. But this week is kind of the opposite, and that's okay. I'll take that. I do know that the closer you get to your goal, or the lower amount of pounds that you have to lose, the slower the weight is going to come off. So I can't believe I'm in that category now. It just seems a little bit unreal to me that I used to be the person that had over 100 pounds to lose, and now I'm the person that has less than 25 pounds to lose. That just doesn't even seem real to me, but it is me. And I know now that I have less than 25 pounds to lose, it's going to come off slower. I'm not going to have those 2.5 pound weeks anymore. It's going to be closer to a pound a week. I really am hoping for like 1.5 pounds a week. But I'll take what I can get. It's going to come off slower, and I just have to be patient. It did not go on. And this last 25 pounds has been hanging around for a few decades actually. So it's going to be a little bit slower to come off. Totally fine. The inches are great. My clothes are fitting better. In fact, I was telling a couple of people this last couple of weeks that my entire wardrobe, I think hanging in my closet right now, there may be maybe a half a dozen things hanging in my closet that were there last year. So there's a couple of sweaters that I've hung on to. Not talking about coats, because I have a leather coat that I've had for forever that's not going anywhere. But I think almost 100% of my shirts have been replaced. All of my jeans, pants kind of things have been replaced. I do have some leggings that are still hanging out, but they're loose. So technically they don't fit the way that they're supposed to fit as far as leggings go. So that's been kind of fun. And I do think that's probably the most expensive part of Optavia for me. The food is not expensive. Yes, I'm spending a lot on a box, but that is basically my groceries for the month. And when I add that plus what I'm spending at the grocery store, we're actually spending less in a month on food. And that's because we're not eating out very often. We're not doing fast food ever. I was having fast food once or twice a week at least before Optavia. And I haven't been in a fast food line in, I don't even know how long. So more than a year, because I haven't done fast food for at least a whole year. So it's been a while. Clothing wise though, is where it has gotten more expensive because I've had to replace my entire wardrobe. And coming, fall's coming. I can't wait for that. But when it does, I'm going to need sweaters and warmer shirts. So I know I've got to look forward to that. And I know I'll be a smaller size. So it's really nice that I can walk into a store and shop from the regular sizes. I may still be wearing extra larges, but I don't have to go over to the plus size most of the time. So different stores are different ways. But for the most part, I can wear regular sizes now, which is awesome to me. That was one of my big goals. And to have achieved that, I will never be a small. I have no desire to be a small. Will probably never even be a medium. I'll probably always be a large girl, but that's okay. I am totally fine with that. And as long as I don't ever creep back up, and I have no plans to do that. So how can I assure that I'm not going to creep up? The biggest thing about Optavia, and the thing that I've talked to people in the past about as far as weight loss goes, is if you are approaching any diet, any weight loss program as a diet, as a weight loss program, and you're doing that program just to lose weight, you'll lose weight. All of these programs work. But if you don't develop healthy habits and you don't make changes, lifetime changes to what you eat, how you move, when you move, then the weight is just going to come back. And so that is the thing that I really have been focused on mostly. As far as what I'm eating, it's almost mindless because they give me what I'm eating, and I'll worry about the replacements as I go through transition. What I'm realizing, what I'm wrapping my mind around now, is that there are a lot of foods that I used to eat that I will never be able to eat again. And that is sad for some things. And it is going to be hard to realize that I can't go back to eating some of those foods that I had before. If I think that I can, then the weight's going to come right back on, right? Those foods are what got me to the weight that I was. And I don't want to go back there, which means those foods have to go away. Will I be able to have them once in a while? Maybe. But I have to be okay with not having them ever again. Like I just have to learn how to give those up, or how to find it's okay to have that in moderation, once a month, or, I don't know what that's going to look like then, but I do know that there are foods that I will have to let go of, that I've already let go of, I'm not having now, that I'm not going to be able to go back to. I've also had a lot of people reach out to me about transition and what that looks like and what's going to happen when I transition. First of all, I'm not going anywhere. I know that I have lots of people who are encouraged by the things that I post. They're encouraged by my recipes, my fueling hacks, transformations, my reality checks, my videos, and for now, I have no plans to go anywhere. I will walk through transition, still doing my reality checks so that people have this to go by. I may spend more time talking about transition than I do 5-in-1, but I will still be there to support my members and my friends that are going through this program as well. Speaking of members, community is so important. It is one of the areas that has really kept me on track. And I hope that you are part of a community, that you are a part of a group of people who are supportive for you, who are encouraging to you, and that you can support and encourage as well. In the description box down below, there are 2 Facebook groups that I am the administrator of that I would invite you to join. If you are following the Optavia program, you are welcome to join Optavia Newbies. You will have to fill out membership questions. You will have to agree to group rules, so make sure that you do that. Love to have you join that group. It has grown by leaps and bounds. There were maybe 1,000 people when I joined last September, October. There's now almost 12,000 members, which is crazy to me that in just 8 months it has grown that much. My own Facebook group, so Optavia Newbies, I inherited. My own Facebook group is called Living in the Light. The link for that is also in the description box down below. While I do focus there on Optavia 5-in-1, it is not restricted to just people who are following 5-in-1. If you're just looking to get healthy and you're looking for some encouragement, fill out those membership questions and join that group as well. That's what I have for you today. I hope that you will have a great week this week. Say a little prayer for me. I bought a video camera and I need to figure out how to use it. I tried recording this on there and it didn't record audio. So I'm gonna take it to my son on Wednesday and with my computer and have him help me figure out how to connect it. So say a little prayer about that. And maybe next week I will record it on my new camera, which is pretty cool. So until I see you next time, please live in the light.